But the hope, and this is a kind of in an evolutionary context, is that we have this capacity to wake up. We have this capacity to, this longing to come home. It's in us. We have some intuition of what home is, that there's something timeless. There's something loving and present in us to come home to. And we have the capacity to train our attention, to deliberately train our attention that wakes us up. So that's the hope. I mean, I think of Steven Pinker and his book, Better Angels of Our Nature, and how he talks about the reduction of violence that's been going on over the last decades, and even, if you look at the long picture, we are a less violent world than we were. That's hopeful. We look at the growing number of bumper stickers saying random acts of kindness. It's hopeful, More people are meditating. So I'd like to end by saying that it ripples out. That when we come home and in some way out of that homecoming there's kindness, it ripples out. And a kind of closing story for you tonight is of that rippling, and it's a story told by Bernard Hare. In 1982, he describes something that changed his whole life. And he was an impoverished student at that time, living in London. He tells the story to troubled young people to help them deal with their lives. He says that he called home to Leeds and found out his mother was in a hospital. She wasn't expected to survive the night, so his father told him to get home. He goes to the railroad station, finds he's missed the last train, and there's only another train would only take him as far as Peterborough, but the connecting train he would miss by 20 minutes. So he's desperate, but he buys a ticket, gets on anyway. He said, I had a screwdriver in my pocket and a bunch of skillet and keys. I was so desperate to get home, I planned to nick a car in Peterborough, hitch a hike, steal some money, something, anything. I knew from my dad's tone of voice that my mother was going to die, and I was going to get home, and it killed me. So he's on the train. Tickets, please. He fumbles in his pocket, gives the guard the ticket. The guard stamps it, but just stands there. He says, he just stood there looking at me. I'd been crying, had red eyes, and must have looked afraid. You okay? Of course I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be? And what's it got to do with you in any case? Well, is there anything I can do? You could get lost and mind your own business. I said, that'd be a big help. The guy says, well, if there's a problem, I'm here to help. That's what I'm paid for. He goes, I was a big bloke in my prime, so I thought for a second about physically sending him on his way. Somehow it didn't seem appropriate. I told him my story. Look, my mom's in the hospital dying. She won't survive the night. I'm going to miss the connection to Leeds at Peterborough. I'm not sure I'm going to get home. It's now or never. If I don't get a chance, she'll die. Now I'd be grateful if you'd leave me alone, okay? Okay, he said, finally getting up. Sorry to hear that, son. I'll leave you alone. He wanders off. I continue to look out the window at the dark. 10 minutes later, he's back. Oh no, here we go again. I'm going to have to really rag him down the train. He touched my arm. Listen, when we get to Peterborough, shoot straight over to platform 1 as quick as you like. The Leeds train will be there. I looked at him dumbfounded. Wasn't registering. Come again? I said stupidly. What do you mean? Is it late or something? No, it's not late. I just radioed Peterborough. They're going to hold the train up for you. As soon as you get on, it goes. Everyone will be complaining, but about how late it is. But let's not worry about that on this occasion. You'll get home. That's the main thing. Good luck and God bless. Then he was off down the train again. Tickets, please. Any more tickets now? I suddenly realized what a top-class, fully-fledged oiler I was and chased him down the train. I wanted to give him all the money from my wallet, my driver's license, my keys, but I knew, a screwdriver, I knew he'd be offended. I caught up to him. I just wanted to, it's okay, he said, not a problem. He had a warm smile, true compassion in his eyes. He was a good man for its own sake, required nothing in return. I wish I had some way to thank you, I said. Appreciate what you've done. Not a problem, he said again. If you feel the need to thank me, the next time you see someone in trouble, you help them out. That will pay me back amply. Tell them to pay you back the same way, and soon the world will be a better place. I was at my mother's side when she died in the early hours of the morning. My meeting with the good conductor changed me from a selfish, potentially violent hedonist into a decent human being, but it took time. I've paid him back 1,000 times since then. I tell the young people I work with, and I'll keep on doing so until the day I die, you owe me nothing, nothing at all. And if you think you do, I'd give you the same advice as the good conductor gave me. Pass it down the line. So on this path of homecoming, there's a forgetting of who we are and a remembering. And in the moments of remembering, it's quite natural. In fact, it is the nature of being at home in our own heart-mind to have that radiance of kindness. Just close with a quietness for a few moments, closing your eyes. Let this be another moment of making a clearing and of bringing an intimate attention just to the life right here. From the Radiant Sutras. There's a place in the heart where everything meets. Go there if you want to find me. Mind, senses, soul, eternity, all are there. Are you there? Enter the bowl of vastness that is heart. Give yourself to it with total abandon. Quiet ecstasy is there, and a steady, regal sense of resting in a perfect spot. Once you know the way, the nature of attention will call you to return again and again and be saturated with knowing, I belong here. I am at home here. Namaste. And thank you for your attention.